Hey youthers, welcome to episode 3 of the Your Ballot Friends series. Today we're talking about the people that you're trying to vote into office on election day. So like I already mentioned in the previous episodes that we're doing harmonized elections, which means that we're voting for councillors, MPs and presidents on the same day. But the other thing that we need to remember is that your Senate, your women's quota, your youth quota, the provincial metropolitan councils also fit in this array of people that are being voted into office. Voted into office in the sense of through ballot for the MPs, councillors and presidents, but through proportional representation for the rest of the people that I mentioned. So we're going to start off talking a little bit about the president. I mean, you already kind of know who the president is, but do you know what the president actually does? I'll just highlight some of the 3 things that presidents actually do in their office. One of the most important things is the fact that a president represents the country in international platforms. Your president also is responsible for appointing some of the cabinet ministers that we have. The president exists in the executive arm of government. If you want to know more about the president and what they do, you can Google, you can go to Parliament as well. The website can actually teach you a little bit more about what the president does. We also talk about councillors and MPs. I feel like this is very important, especially for us young people, because in a lot of times we get councillors that come in, promise to do things that actually MPs are supposed to do. You also have MPs that come in and tell you that they're going to do certain things that are only the jurisdiction of councillors. So you also need to understand the distinction of the roles of these 2 different offices. We start off with the members of parliament that are actually representing different constituencies at national level. These are lawmakers, the people that help to design and develop policies that help to govern our country, policies that help to develop our country. But also they play a role as the oversight instrument of the country, where they provide the space or the tools to make sure that they hold our government accountable, government that includes themselves, the president accountable, and the different elements of the governance structure of Zimbabwe. So it's more lawmaking oversight. They hold the government accountable. When you go down to the ward level, you've got your councillors who are responsible for the decision-making process for local development. Councillors are also very responsible, which is a core mandate of local authorities. They're responsible for service delivery, service provision. So when a councillor comes in and says that I'm going to make laws that are, maybe not. If an MP comes to you and says I'm going to build roads, I'm going to give you water, maybe not, because it's not your jurisdiction. So get more information about all of these distinctions and actually make a better decision, understanding when someone comes to you with a manifesto or a vision for whatever it is that they're promising your community. When you understand what you're looking for, you're better off voting for the right person. How do you get more information about these things? You can actually go to the Parliament website, like I already mentioned. You can learn more about the president. You can learn more about members of parliament as well. But you can also go on the local authorities website. Most of them actually have their social media pages, their websites. You can actually get more information on those platforms. The last thing as well is you can always drop by. For instance, I'm from Bulawayo. I can go to the local Bulawayo City Council, whether it's in Kulumane, which is where I'm from, or just the city hall, or just go straight to wherever is closest to you and actually ask a bit more about the local council. If you're in Harare, for instance, that's where our parliament is. You can actually go there and inquire. They can give you more information or direct you to where you can find more information. I think the essence of today's episode is really just emphasizing the need for us to not just vote for people. Vote understanding what someone is supposed to be doing in that office, because when they come and tell you that you need to vote for me because I'm doing A, B, C, D, if it's not within their jurisdiction, it's going to be difficult for you to hold them accountable. So get more information, learn a bit more about their roles, and make an informed vote. See you tomorrow on our next episode of Your Ballot Friend. Thank you.